Hey guys, and welcome back to today's video. So today I thought I would do a warm tone. I don't want to say autumnal look because I feel like it's too early, but autumnal look basically. Starting off with primer, this is by, I think it's called VDL, but it gives the most like glass skin look to your skin ever. I love the finish it has. I'm going to be linking all the products down below just in case I forget to mention them, but this has been my favorite primer right now. Just let that sink in for a little bit and then move on to foundation. This one is by Laura Mercier and it is the Flawless Foundation, I think it's called. I have two different shades. This one is my lighter shade for winter. I feel like I can stick with my summer one for a little bit longer because this is kind of light for me, but I made it work. I just like blended it in really well and stuff. I use a Sigma brush, by the way. You guys always ask me what brushes I use. I use Sigma brushes, so I'll try and also link those down below as well. Making sure this is all blended in, make sure there's no foundation lips. I hate foundation lips on any occasion, even if it's like whilst doing my makeup. And then moving on to brows, I've been using this one by Pony FX, and this is my least black eyeshadow color, if that makes sense, because my hair is a lot lighter now. It's been so hard to do my brows because all of my brow products are so dark, and I'm actually going lighter in a couple days as well. I really need to invest in a few new eyebrow products because yeah, mine are just so dark and then it looks really odd against my hair, but this one has been working for now. So I just fill in any sparse areas, brush them through. I prefer a more natural look to my brows recently, so I'm just really brushing them out. It's honestly so difficult to show you guys the eyeshadow I was using. I'm using one of the Morphe palettes and they have no shade names at all, which is just so difficult to explain what I'm using, but it's like a reddish brown kind of shade. Yeah, reddish brown I would say, and I'm just using that all over my lid with like a really small dense brush. And then I just went in with a more fluffier brush just to blend out the edges, make sure it didn't look too harsh. I actually really like this shade. This was my first time using it. It's so warm and like I just really like it. Then I went in with like a pure orange shade just to like blend into my crease and the outer corner as well. I really wanted to go for a cinnamon makeup look, if that makes any sense. You guys know what I mean? Do you know like spices, and the color of spices are very like orange and red and brown? That's the vibe I was going for with my eyes today. So I just blended that through the crease. Make sure they were blended together. And that is pretty much it for the eyeshadow. I moved on to liner, and I was going to use a liquid liner, but I do feel like it was a little bit harsh for the like really soft look I was going for. I used an eyeshadow instead. It's just a black eyeshadow, and blended it out at the corners. I actually think I prefer this more to liquid eyeliner just because, like I said, it's very soft, it's very like smoky, and I feel like it suits me the best as well. Moving on to mascara, this is my current favorite at the moment. It's by L'Oreal and it's the Baby Lash or Baby Roll. I think it's called Baby Roll mascara, but it makes my lashes so black and curly and long. You guys know I'm always after a good mascara, and I love that I found this one in the drugstore because I use a lot of high-end mascaras, and realistically this is my best mascara right now, and it's like half the price of all my other ones. And I just cleaned up around my eyes with some concealer. Also made sure to use it on my under eyes as well, just because I look so tired recently. Probably because I am so tired recently, and so I just blended that in. This one is by NYX and it's got quite a yellow undertone to it, which means it completely brightens up my face, which I really need right now. I feel like I'm just always tired, or maybe I just look always tired, but I just blended that in. And then I also used my fingers as well just to warm it up and really make sure it blended well and didn't look too cakey. I also feel like when I blend it in this way as well, it doesn't crease as easy because it's like super blended into the skin. Powder, you guys already know I'm going to be using Laura Mercier's powder. This is the translucent one. I use this in every single video, and that's because it's my favorite powder. I haven't used a single one since that compares to it. I just love it so much. I just let that sink in, and then for blush I use this one by MAC. I bring this out every single autumn just because it's so autumnal, if you know what I mean. Like it's very warm and like deep. I've really been into blush recently. I use it instead of bronzer and contour. I just think it looks more fresh, you know, more funky and fresh on the skin. So I just made sure that was all blended in, and then I actually went in with a shimmer on my inner corner just because, maybe it's just in my head because I feel tired, but I feel like I really look it as well. So this just opens up your eyes, makes you look more awake. And then for the lips, I wanted something that really matched the eyes, like near enough the same shade. So I used two shades. This one is a more red tone one. Oh, it's super red actually. It's like a basic red lipstick. And I just blended that in with a brush. And this was going to be like the undertone to the lip color that I wanted. And then on top, I used my favorite lip shade. This is Inked Hearts by 3CE. Just a really nice warm orangey shade. The more smudged kind of lip stain vibe instead of full-on lipstick. So I just use a brush, like blend it all out. And I really like this lip color. I think they look so good together. And then lastly, for some highlight, I also blended away all the powder. I used this one from Benefit. I just wanted something that matched the primer, so I went with something a little bit more silvery rather than gold, and it gave more of like a glow from within rather than highlight, which I really like. So that is the finished makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. You can also follow me on Instagram and Snapchat if you don't already, but I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video.